Dano from the Budget Newbie, and today I am back with my second paycheck of July. Sorry if I sound a little down and out. Melbourne has gone back into its 5th lockdown, so I am predicting that most of the money I will be putting in my envelopes today will not be spent because we can't go anywhere to spend it. So yeah, it's not gonna lie, it's hard. We've done so much time in lockdown, and thanks to some people that didn't do the right thing, we're now back in lockdown. But anyway, I hope everyone else is okay, staying safe wherever you are. And yeah, let's get on to this. So I'm just going to put my notes off to the side there. The first thing, like always, we're going to, I didn't grab my calculator. Hang on a moment, I need my calculator. Okay, that was absolutely a lot harder than it should have been to find a calculator in this house. I cannot for the life of me find either my calculator that I like to use or the one that I used to use. So I've resorted to using my iPad. So let's get going. All right, so first up we have my income. So like always, we've got my salary income, and that's, it's not the helpful page. Was $2,668. $2,668. Okay, next up I have all my studio costs. So this includes some stock and things that were sold, some private and everything like that. So I'm gonna have to calculate this one. So I'm gonna zoom you guys out. So as you can see, I've been keeping track along the top of all the top is always my income, and then the bottom is always my bills. So I've got $236 plus $683 plus $40 plus $437 plus $39 plus $40 plus, oh my god, not two. No, I've already done my salary, plus 300 equals. So that gives me $1,775. And while I'm at it, I need to go and do my highlighting. Let's do this color. All right, so this paycheck, we're using this pay here, this one here, I do this because at the moment I'm getting pays from so many different sources. Like if I take privates and things like that, I need to keep track of them all and also know which ones I have included in my paychecks. Because like here I have a studio pay, like because of lockdowns, I got stuck in another town, so I couldn't do any of this budgeting. So I'm doing this budget late. But I have technically already been paid this, but I don't want to include it in this paycheck. I'm going to include it in my next paycheck. So I just want to make sure that I don't miss anything, or more importantly, I don't want to double count anything. So highlighting what you're using, like what you're using for the salary income section, is really important. And likewise, making sure you don't miss or double pay bills is also really important. So, okay, we'll come back to all the bills, but I'm gonna zoom you in again. Okay, so then the last thing I've got for salary is all my rollover cash from my wallet, which I definitely have, because like I said, we're in lockdown, can't go anywhere. I did start this lockdown, I was in Port Fairy, which is a small country town sort of west of Melbourne, and I started lockdown there but because they decided to continue the lockdown, I came home. I was with family down there, but like we can't have visitors, so I can't even go see my niece and nephews. So I'm like, and I was trying to use my phone for hotspotting for work, and that can only last for so long. Okay, so in my envelopes, I have, for food, I have $90 left over. In my fun envelope, I have $50 left over. What is this? Miscellaneous. I have $40 left over. And petrol, I have 20. Petrol is the one that I use because obviously I have to get down to Port Fairy and get back, so I didn't end up using that. So how much do we have in rollover? Let's somewhat make these. Okay, so we got 50, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, 190, 200. So add that in. Okay, so that, clear that. At least you can see the total. The only problem with the iPad is it's so big, but at least you can see the total area. So I've got 2,668 plus 1,775 plus 200 equals, 4,000, oh, that's not correct. All right, so we're dealing with $4,643, which is an amazing amount to play with. I'm going to say play with, but you know, that means I'm going to be able to do quite a lot this paycheck, which is very nice. Okay, so let's go through the bills and work out, let's zoom you out again, what I need to pay. So, like always, I have my mortgage. This is my second mortgage that I need to pay. I always pay a bit to my credit card. I then have my coach. Now, I have still not seen a red energy bill. We changed over to solar, as many of you may know. We got them installed, and since then I have not seen an energy bill. So I don't know if they've changed our dates or anything like that. So I'm not going to include it in this pay. I know I've got money in my house sinking fund if I need to, or it's not really that long. Like I get paid again on the 29th. So if I need to, well, even it can come out of the pay that I've already been paid. That will be included into this one. So I've got money sitting there, but I'm going to leave that red energy for now, is what I'm trying to say. Then I've got my iCloud payment and another one for my coach. And I will also, I think I'll do Netflix and Wilson parking in this. And yeah, because I do get paid like my salary then, and I will do like budgeting on this Saturday, but I'm not sure because Wilson sometimes take it out on the Friday or the Monday, depending if it falls on the weekend. So I want to have that all ready to go just in case. Okay, so let's write all those in. So we're starting off with mortgage, credit card, then my coach. Let's zoom you in again. Oh, that shook the camera, sorry. So mortgage, that's not how you spell mortgage. Number 2, so it's payment number 2. And for this one is $400. So I have a split mortgage. It was good at the time, now it's just annoying. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that again when I buy my next place. Basically, to summarize, what I did is I had 75% of my mortgage got put into a fixed account, so a fixed interest rate, and then 25 got put into the variable, and then the idea is you focus on paying off the variable first because that's the one that can change. But because I'm looking at buying a house this year, and fixed rates at the moment are really good, I think I will just fix the entire amount and not have two separate accounts so that I'm not paying interest twice. Like, it all works out because you still have the same amount of money in there. So it's not like you're actually paying interest twice. It's just that it's two separate payments. But I just rather see one big number come down rather than having two smaller numbers coming down, if that makes sense. Anyway, I'm babbling. So my credit card, then I've got my first week of my coach, which is 100. Oh, I always flop between putting dollar signs or not. Let's put them in. Okay, what was next? Then it's iCloud, my coach, Netflix, and Wilson. Has anyone else noticed? I don't think iCloud is actually charging me. I can't find where they're charging me. So it's only $2, so I don't really mind, but I want to know if I need to include it or not. What did I say? iCloud, then my coach again for the second week. Then Netflix. And then Wilson, which was, how much is that this month? 87. So it's based on how many days I go and park in any of the car parks that they have. And obviously, because I'm now going to be doing 2 weeks working from home again, the next bill is going to be really small, which is kind of nice. All right, so let's work out how much all this comes to. So 400 plus 450 plus 100 plus 2 plus 100 plus 16 plus 87. Let's just double check they're all correct. Yes, equals. So my total for my bills is 1,155. And now if we take that from the 4643, take away 1155 equals actually, I did forget something. Okay, so tomorrow on Wednesday, as well as last Wednesday, I have physio appointments. So I didn't have anything allocated for that, and I definitely didn't take it out of my health because I'm still trying to build that one up. And so I don't have anything for today. So I might actually include them as bills and include them now so that I have the money. Okay. Yes, my physio is expensive, I know, but he is great. I go to a sports physio because obviously I do a lot of sports activities, so I need someone that knows my body. And yeah. So for the 2 sessions, I'll just do that, is $200, which means my bill total is actually 1,355, which would leave me $3,288 left over. Yeah, because I've taken away $200 from there. Okay, that is still a decent amount to play with. So onto my envelopes, my regular ones. They are the same. I haven't changed them. I keep debating to change them or not. At this stage, there's no point because I'm hoping not to really use them this fortnight, which is really depressing, but anyway. So for food, my usual 200. Petrol, my usual 150. Fun is getting 70. Miscellaneous is getting 50, which is a total of 470. Because that's always been the same. Okay, so next up, is it just me or has this gone really dark all of a sudden? Yeah, actually it's gone really dark outside. Sorry, I'm trying to use natural lighting. Okay, so 3,489 I'm just getting messages everywhere. Well, it's actually pretty easy to work out. So it's 3,018 left over. I don't need a calculator for that one. Okay, now onto these pages. So I have quite a lot of money to use this time. So I think I might do some things differently. I am going to still do my emergency fund. And I'm still only going to put in $50. I could put in more, but $50 is like a comfortable build every 2 weeks. It'll yes, it will take a while to get to where I want it to get to. So my first goal for that is $1,000, and then I eventually want to get to at least 3-month buffer. So I haven't even worked out what that is yet. But for now, I want to focus more on paying off debt than saving. So, because obviously the more I pay down my debt, the more money I have to save. So I'm going to do that. I am also going to add in a buffer. I did this last paycheck as well. I added in a buffer, and it definitely helped, especially going through to being online, being in lockdown, and everything is pretty much online. Like, it's the only way you can really buy things. So I definitely want to keep growing that buffer. I'm thinking if I add in $300 today, that really should give me a buffer of $500, because any money I spent in there, I put in my online spending envelope, so it sort of makes up for it. So that'll give me a buffer of $500 in total, which is what I'm comfortable with. I don't want to have any more than that. I just want $500 in there. So yeah, I'm going to put them in. So let me work this out. Oh, hang on, I haven't taken my little 470. Let's do that. Okay, so I have that. If my savings total is going to be $350, so I'm going to take away that now. Okay, that leaves me with $2,668 for debt and my sinking funds. Now, I've been putting in around $550 to $600 into my sinking funds. I'm just thinking, if I put $1,500 into my debt payment, that's almost that's over double what I would normally put in. That will help bring that down more, as well as it still leaves me with $1,100, and I don't worry about the $8. So the $1,160 for sinking funds, because I do have quite a few big expenses coming up with sinking funds. So I think that's what I'm going to do. That's going to be such a big cash stuffing. Oh my God, I am actually excited for it. So Snowball, my debt snowball is going to get, what did I say, 1,500. So really, I'm putting $1,950 onto my credit card today. That is super exciting, because I've also already paid the interest, the interest and everything in my last paycheck, because I always pay the minimum payment, this amount in the first paycheck always covers that required payment, and anything else I do is all on top of that. So this is a massive amount to be putting on top of that. And on top of that, July is a 3 paycheck month, so I will be putting even more off on this debt this month. That is super exciting. From being in such a bad place with putting money on my credit card to being back on track, I am so happy. Okay, anyway, getting back to all this. So as I did last time, you can't even see what I'm doing. Sorry about that. I'm just adding in the number. I am going to use that second page to write out all my sinking funds, and so I'll come back to that, but the total of that is going to be $1,160, which will leave, so I had 18, take away 1,160 equals, so that leaves $1,858 left over. And then I'm taking away the snowball amount of 1,500. That leaves, oops, that is not correct. 358. Let's just fix up this. Love erasable pens. I just bought a bulk pack of these refills, so I should never run out again. Okay, so that leaves me with a total of $358. Taking away $350 leaves me a leftover of $8, which I'm gonna leave there, include it in my buffer sort of thing. Yeah, maybe one day I'll buy myself something nice. I don't know. Put it into savings, I guess. Okay, so I don't need to open that up, but let's work out my envelopes. So I do have envelopes here. I don't have envelopes for everything made yet. I have a couple of spare ones that I'm just going to use for today when I get around to my stuffing, but let's work out what categories I have. So these are going to be in absolutely no particular order because they're not in a nice order in my pile. I just grabbed them, so yeah. Okay, first up in this category is books. Next up, I got Black Friday. Then I've got a new sinking fund for a laptop because mine is dying. So let's get started on that one. Then I've got my nephew envelope. Then I've got car rego, which is really important because I've only got one more paycheck after this one to have that one complete. So that is definitely important. Also up next, I have, and this is one I don't have an envelope for yet. I can't wait till I get back to work so I can print one. But I'm going to use a spare one for now. So let's actually write this spare one. I already had these envelopes made up for some reason, so I'm glad I did. But I've got my car insurance. This is due in November, so I desperately need to start working on that envelope. Now, this one, I don't have to put any money into it because it's full. Oh, I'll just put that to the side. Okay, next up is Christmas. Then I've got Costco. I have a moving envelope for, this is so when I do sell and buy a new place, I expect there to be moving costs, so I want to start saving for that. I have my travel envelope, can't go anywhere, but once everything's done, hopefully we'll be able to go places, so may as well start saving. Up next, I've got my beauty envelope. This is a new one from last budget. And then same with my medical. So this is really important, especially because I've been seeing the physio, that I start getting this one up a bit. Then I've got subscriptions. clothing, my pole, house, birthdays. Okay, so they're all the ones that I have things for. Okay, so let's get this calculator back. So we've got $1,160 to play with. So let's work this out. Okay, I'm gonna mix around with the order that I do these in. So my car rego, that envelope has $500 in it. The bill's like 800 and something. Actually, I'd be able to tell you. $845.90. So I've already got $500 in there. I definitely have one more paycheck where I don't have mortgage payments or anything like that due. So I think I might put $200 in there for this one. And that will just leave $145.90 for the next one, which is totally doable. So let's take away that. 200. Okay. Next up is Christmas. Look, I know I could finish Christmas, but it's just not necessary to finish it this time. We've got such a long time since it's due. So I'm just going to add in 50. Okay. Then medical. Hang on a moment. Work is calling. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so as I was saying, medical. This one I desperately need to build up because, again, physio and things like that. So I'm going to put in $100 and get that going. Okay. The other one I know, subscriptions. I worked out that's $20 a paycheck, and that will get me all my subscriptions for the rest, like rolling over. It will pay for everything. What else? What else do I know? So, okay, let's just go through the list, I guess, now. I think that's really all. Okay, car insurance is due in November, so I do want to get that moving because that's, like, again, like $900. So I'm going to put in $100 now. Books. Kind of wouldn't mind giving myself some money. I know I did last time, but I'm going to give myself $50. There's a few new releases that I really want to buy, and like the next in the series and things like that. So, yeah. Black Friday. Oops, I didn't put the 50. I've got quite a bit of money this time, so maybe I'll put a bit of extra money to Black Friday. Yeah. Let's do 70. Okay. Sorry, I'm skipping around between going in order and not going in order. Okay, laptop. What do I want to start this on? Let's just go 80. I'm sort of waiting. In November, they're bringing out the new releases for the laptops. I haven't decided if I'm going to get the latest edition or just wait till the latest one comes out, which generally brings down the price of the current versions. So I've sort of got till November to sort of build up money for it. So I'm just going to put it in 80 for now. Okay. Nephew. I have been putting in $20 for my nephew. Again, it's another expense coming out in November. Sometime that's when he's due. But because I got a bit of extra money, I might just push to getting that finished faster. So I'm going to put in 40. I'll double it. Okay. Costco, I'm going to leave till the end. Moving, I definitely want to put some money into that. We've got $450 left. That's quite a bit. Let's go $100 into moving. Because that will be expensive. And there'll be stuff that I need to buy too. So, yeah. Okay. Travel. I mean, we can't go anywhere, but when we do, it's going to be expensive. I kind of just want a weekend away. So I might just put in $50. Because that's all I really want. I just want to have a weekend off where I can go to a place and sit and read all weekend. Which kind of seems really pointless now that I say it out loud, but it seems really nice too. All right, beauty. Oh, I didn't do the 50. Gotta remember to always do that. I'm kind of okay for all my beauty stuff at the moment. Like, I've bought a lot of supplements and everything lately, so I don't really need to top up any of that, but I do realize how expensive that all is. So I definitely want to get this up and going properly. Plus, I really desperately need a haircut. So I'm going to put in 50. But that's also why I'm thinking that maybe I should have a separate supplements envelope. Because, yeah. All right, clothing. I really want these jeans. Okay, I am an idiot. I was kind of like going through this. I'm like, this doesn't, like, something seems wrong. And I've just realized what I've done. So in my infinite wisdom, I have stuffed up my calculations here. So this doesn't equal 3,018 because it just doesn't. I'm going to have to redo all of this bugger. Okay, so 3,288 take away 470. This is what I get for trying to do it without a calculator. I'm just get it wrong. 2018. Okay, then if I take away my 350 that I'm going to put here equals I don't know what to do. I've stuffed up all these numbers now. It's so frustrating. I love that I'm using erasable pens for it, but now I don't know what to do. Because I know that's still a lot, and I'll be back. I'm gonna have to think about this. Okay. What I've decided to do, and look, some of you may not agree with me on this, for doing this, but at the end of the day, it's my call, my decision. So that's wrong too. What I'm going to do is, since it's $2,468, I'm going to put $1,200 into my snowball. And I'm going to do $1,260 in, oops, I didn't mean to hit that screen, into sinking funds. Oh, that's not correct either. I need to stop not using a calculator because, seriously, my maths today is clearly not on point. Okay. So, yeah, that's what's happening. Oh, okay. So let's go back over to here. So $1,260 is what we're using for sinking funds. 1,200. Agree with me, disagree with me, do what you like. But the main reason why I'm thinking, is because I do have, like, my car rego is due. I need to have money for that. My car insurance will eventually be due. I need to have money for that. I am going to the physio a bit, so I do need to have money there. And this is all extra money. Like, I know there's the debate of saving versus paying off debt. And yes, I do prefer to pay off my debt. But as I have been aware over the last 2 months, if I don't have the money here, I use my credit card. And I don't want to do that. So I need to make sure I have my money here to stop me from using my credit card, or at least having the money here so that I can then take that money out and repay my credit card if I do use my credit card. Because again, I don't mind using my credit card because it does earn me rewards points and things like that. Like, it actually does make some money as well. So like, I get food vouchers and petrol vouchers on there. So I'm okay with that, but I need to make sure that I have the cash to then pay it off straight away. So that's why I'm going to do this. All right, let's just work out what I've already spent. So I'm taking away 50, taking away 70, taking away 80, taking away 40, taking away 200, 100, 50, 100, 50, 50, 120 equals. So I've got 350 left to play with. Okay, clothing, I really need that pair of jeans, so I'm going to put in $100. I've been wanting these jeans for such a long time, and it's like, I've got a few functions that I want to wear them to, so I want to have the money to go get them. This will put me over that amount now, so I can go and get them. Okay. Then poll, I'm going to go back to, I was putting in $50 a paycheck. I'm going to go back to sort of around there until I build it up a bit more again. House. I'm kind of feeling like 60 is a good number. I don't know why. Let's just do 60. Oops, that's not a 6. Birthdays. I've got birthdays in August, September, and then December. So I definitely want to get that back up. Let's go. I'm going to do $80 for Costco. And then that leaves $60 for birthdays. Perfect. I like that amount. We can work with that. All right. I'm not going to do the cash breakdowns on camera because this video is already way too long. But essentially, I'm just going to break them down the way I have been saying with my food ones. The only thing I have noticed is it is definitely a lot easier for my food cash envelope if I don't have any $100 notes in that, because places hate accepting them. The only time I can ever use them is if I'm at the supermarket, and then I get a lot of little notes back is what I've been finding. So I've been getting lots of like $5 notes back. So, and then they go straight into my cash envelope. challenge, which is really annoying. So I'm going to try doing more 50s for that envelope. But I'm going to do all that off screen. I won't even include it in the cash stuffing, but I will be back for that video. If you like this one, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, I'd love it if you could subscribe to my channel. And yeah, I love you all. Thank you all for your support. You guys mean the absolute mostest during this really sucky time in Melbourne. And I look forward to chatting with you all. Bye for now.